Welcome to the Deep Dive, your quick hit to getting seriously smart on today's hottest topics. Today, we're plunging into the incredibly dynamic world of transportation and logistics in 2025. You might think you know freight, but, well, we're here to show you how a quiet revolution is taking place. It's fundamentally changing how goods move. Our focus, the rapid ascent of smart trailers. And look, we're not talking about just sticking a GPS tracker on a box here. We mean like intelligent nodes in the supply chain powered by convergence of IoT technology and pretty advanced data analytics. This deep dive is designed to give you a complete, actionable understanding of how these advanced assets are reshaping cargo management and delivery right now.
Exactly. And by the end of this deep dive, our mission is for you to have a really crystal clear picture of what truly distinguishes a smart trailer. Also, why this technology isn't just, important, but absolutely critical for competitive fleets today. And of course, what the future holds for these increasingly connected vehicles. You'll see why this innovation is, well, it's basically non-negotiable for anyone operating in modern logistics.
Okay, so let's unpack this. We're talking about more than just a regular trailer. When I hear smart trailer, I admit, I can't help but picture, a big metal box on wheels, maybe with a fancier lock or something. What exactly elevates it beyond that? What makes it genuinely smart?
That's the perfect question, because the distinction really is crucial. Unlike traditional passive trailers, which, yeah, like you said, are essentially just storage on wheels, smart trailers are active. They're intelligent nodes within the supply chain. Think of them almost as mobile data centers. They're equipped with this comprehensive suite of multimodal IoT sensors. We're talking accelerometers, gyroscopes, advanced atmospheric sensors, all integrated with GPS trackers and robust telematics systems. And the key thing is all this is driven by onboard edge computing and AI-powered analytics. So it's not just data collection, it's intelligent processing right there on the trailer.
Wow, okay. More data centers.
Pretty much. And this sophisticated setup gives them incredible real-time capabilities. Like they can track their precise location down to, well, sub-meter accuracy sometimes and monitor routes in real time. For the cargo itself, they continuously monitor conditions, think temperature, humidity, even vibration levels, which is absolutely critical for sensitive goods, right?
Like medicines or delicate electronics.
Exactly. And they detect door status open or closed, sending instant alerts to help prevent theft. But it goes beyond the cargo, too. They analyze axle loads and tire pressure for, optimized performance. And maybe most impressively, they can proactively diagnose mechanical and structural health issues before they become major problems. So all this interconnectedness, it provides this unprecedented level of data collection and visibility. It just makes operations far more efficient, significantly safer, and much more transparent.
Okay, that sounds like a lot of data. I mean, for a traditional fleet manager, isn't there a risk of just data overload? How do they actually sift through all that to find the actionable stuff, rather than just drowning in numbers? And maybe more importantly, what's the immediate pressing impact we're seeing right now? How does this affect the bottom line for fleets in 2025?
That's a critical point, and honestly, that's where the AI and the analytics really earn their keep. The goal isn't just data collection, it's intelligent data interpretation. The system presents digestible, actionable insights, not just streams of raw numbers. And the immediate impact is profound. One of the most critical reasons these are game changers right now is cargo integrity and safety. Think about sensitive freight pharmaceuticals, high-value electronics, perishables. Smart sensors provide continuous real-time monitoring. If conditions deviate even slightly from the safe parameters, temperature spikes, humidity changes, immediate automated alerts are sent out. This drastically reduces spoilage and damage, and critically helps ensure regulatory compliance. It's huge.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Reducing spoilage is one thing, but regulatory compliance.
It's massive.
Yeah.
But it's actually more than just reducing spoilage, too. It's enabling entirely new supply chain models. Imagine a pharmaceutical company that can now guarantee, like verifiably guarantee, continuous cold chain integrity from the factory right to the pharmacy door. This allows for the transport of highly sensitive, incredibly expensive drugs that were previously maybe deemed too risky to ship long distances.
Yeah.
That's a fundamental shift in market access,
That really is a profound shift, isn't it? Moving from just reacting to disasters like a spoil shipment to proactively averting them. It changes everything about risk management in logistics. And this proactive diagnosis you mentioned earlier, the predictive maintenance piece, that sounds like another massive leap. We've heard buzz about Amazon's latest patent in this area. Can you maybe elaborate a bit on how these systems work in practice? Are we really talking about a trailer essentially telling you it needs a checkup?
Exactly. Predictive maintenance is truly one of the most transformative aspects. It's really exciting stuff.
Amazon's latest patent for self-diagnosing trailer systems. That perfectly illustrates this shift. These systems don't just passively monitor, they use that whole network of mechanical and structural sensors coupled with AI-driven models to detect the really early, subtle signs of issues. We're talking about things like abnormal vibrations that a human might not even notice, early brake pad wear, maybe even a weakening door latch mechanism, things that could lead to failure down the road.
Wow, so it catches problems before they happen. Precisely. Imagine getting an alert on a fleet manager's dashboard that says something like, "Warning, abnormal vibration detected on rear axle. Suggested service in 72 hours to prevent potential axle damage." Handle. This completely shifts fleets away from reactive, incredibly costly roadside repairs, which can cost thousands and halt operations for days, toward a proactive, predictive approach. It dramatically reduces unplanned downtime, extends the lifespan of the assets. I mean, this level of intelligence, it's not science fiction anymore. It's the operational reality for leading fleets right now in 2025.
That's amazing. So are we heading towards a future where my trailer literally sends me a text message saying, hey, my brakes are feeling a bit squeaky, maybe swing by the mechanic next Tuesday? That's kind of wild. Okay, beyond maintenance,
Uh,
how do these smart trailers tackle one of the industry's, well, perennial nightmares, cargo theft?
uh. It's certainly getting closer to that level of autonomy, isn't it? And yeah, on security features, smart trailers are becoming a really powerful weapon against cargo theft. With the real-time GPS tracking and geofencing capabilities, operators know immediately if a trailer deviates from its planned route or enters, say, an unauthorized zone.
Okay, so instant alerts for suspicious moves.
Right. And those door sensors we talked about, they immediately notify operators of any unauthorized access attempt, like the second the door opens when it shouldn't. Some of the really cutting-edge trials are even integrating things like biometric locks, fingerprint scanners, and even facial recognition technology directly onto the trailer doors to safeguard exceptionally valuable goods. This moves way beyond simple deterrence like a padlock. It's active, intelligent protection.
Biometrics on a trailer.
And finally, all this data, it feeds into massive gains in just overall operational efficiency.
Yeah.
The detailed, really granular data from these smart trailers allows fleet managers to truly optimize how they use their trailers, to plan more efficient routes, down to the minute sometimes, and critically, to drastically reduce those costly empty miles. Driving around with nothing in the back.
Right, maximizing utilization.
Exactly. They can quickly identify and reassign idle or underused trailers, making sure every single asset is earning its keep. Plus, load sensors combined with AI ensure optimal weight distribution. That's not just about safety, though it is important for that. It also significantly enhances fuel economy and reduces wear and tear on the equipment, tires, axles, the whole lot.
That's an incredible amount of granular control and foresight. It almost sounds like these trailers are becoming, I don't know, active characters in the logistics story, not just passive props. So modern freight. Are they just isolated, brilliant pieces of tech, or do they connect to something larger?
That's a crucial point you raise. They absolutely do not operate in isolation. That's key. Smart trailers are an integral, really dynamic part of a much broader connected fleet ecosystem. This ecosystem includes things like equally smart tractors, sophisticated telematics platforms, comprehensive fleet management software, and critically, these cloud-based analytics dashboards that aggregate and make sense of all this information.
So everything talks to everything else.
Essentially, yes. The seamless real-time communication among all these components provides a true 360-degree operational view, a complete picture. This covers everything from, say, individual driver behavior and their hours of service, to the precise status and condition of the cargo, right through to the mechanical health of the entire fleet, tractors, and trailers. This kind of holistic integration, it empowers truly data-driven decision-making at every single stage of the supply chain. It enhances overall productivity, safety, and ultimately, it significantly boosts customer satisfaction because deliveries are more reliable and transparent. It's about optimizing the whole journey of the goods.
You've laid out a really compelling case for the benefits. It sounds almost too good to be true in some ways. But let's, play devil's advocate for a moment. Isn't all this connectivity also creating massive new attack surfaces for hackers? And beyond the sticker shock of the initial investment, what are the other main considerations or hurdles for fleets looking to adopt this new technology? What keeps the fleet CIOs up at night?
You're hitting on the core challenges, and you're absolutely right to call them out. They're real. Beyond the initial investment costs for upgrading legacy fleets, which can be substantial, the real hurdles often lie in integration complexity. We're talking about trying to standardize APIs across different sensor platforms from different manufacturers, right?
Yeah, getting everything to play nice together.
It's exactly. And integrating these new real-time data streams with existing, often quite siloed legacy IT infrastructure, that's a significant undertaking for any company. Then absolutely, there are the cybersecurity risks. Anytime you connect devices, especially mobile ones out on the road, you create new vulnerabilities. Securing sensitive cargo data, operational logistics details, and even preventing remote manipulation from increasingly sophisticated cyber threats. That's a constant evolving battle.
Right. You don't want someone hacking your trailer's brakes.
Definitely not. This requires robust data governance strategies, continuous monitoring, and frankly, significant investment in cybersecurity infrastructure and expertise. And finally, just managing the sheer volume of data. It means implementing advanced AI and analytics capabilities that can actually translate all that raw information into actionable insights without completely overwhelming the operators. You need the smarts to handle the smart trailer data.
So integration, cybersecurity, data management.
Those are the big ones. However, it's really important to stress that industry leaders are actively addressing these issues. There are dedicated teams, significant R&D efforts going into solving these problems. And when you look at the return on investment, the ROI from increased uptime, from theft prevention, from enhanced customer service and compliant smart trailers are clearly becoming well, a non-negotiable business imperative. The benefits tend to outweigh the challenges in the long run.
Okay, so substantial challenges, but it sounds like the industry is really leaning into them, making progress. So
Mm.
looking beyond 2025 then, what's next for smart trailers? Where does this go? Are we talking about purely autonomous units eventually, or even more, I don't know, fantastical ideas?
Oh, the future roadmap is incredibly dynamic. It's moving fast. We can definitely anticipate AI-powered autonomous trailers, not just following a preset route, but actually self-optimizing in real time. Imagine a trailer responding automatically to live traffic data, weather conditions, even unexpected road closures, and rerouting itself without needing human intervention. That's on the horizon.
Truly autonomous trailers.
Getting there.
Hmm.
We're also seeing significant research into things like self-healing materials for the trailer bodies themselves. Materials that could detect and automatically repair minor damages, small punctures, cracks, further reducing maintenance needs and extending the asset's life.
Self-healing trailers. Okay, now that sounds like sci-fi.
It does, but the material science is advancing rapidly, and another big one is blockchain integration. This is rapidly approaching to provide secure, tamper-proof cargo records. Think of it as an immutable digital ledger tracking the cargo's journey and condition, adding another layer of transparency and trust from origin right to the final destination. All these advancements, they'll just continue to increase reliability, efficiency, and transparency in freight operations. It's a continuous evolution.
It's really clear then that smart trailer technology isn't some distant futuristic vision anymore. It's very much a present-day necessity for fleets that want to stay competitive. The benefits are just, well, too compelling to ignore. Superior cargo visibility and integrity, dramatically higher fleet uptime, enhanced safety for both drivers and the assets themselves, and ultimately greater customer trust and satisfaction.
Maybe a final thought to leave you with. As these trailers become increasingly intelligent, capable of self-diagnosing, self-optimizing, potentially even self-healing, what fundamental shifts might we see in the very nature of logistics and supply chains themselves? Are we heading towards something like a truly self-orchestrating global supply chain where the assets manage much of the process?
That's a fascinating question indeed. It's a revolution that feels like it's just getting started, and we definitely invite you, our listeners, to think about the incredible implications of this transformation for the future of transport and really the movement of everything around us.